You're watching Checkpoint. Thank you for staying with us. Now, for a long time, communities in northern Kenya have suffered from underdevelopment as successive regimes did little to better their welfare. Poor infrastructure and insecurity have dented any meaningful development in the region. But as Ahmed Hussein now reports, leaders from the region say the north is now part and parcel of the government and has benefited from the leadership of Uhuru Kenyatta and will support the Azimio la Umoja movement spearheaded by ODM leader Raila Odinga.
The rush for August 9th is on. The rush to make the next government has intensified and many communities are already pushing to be part of the next government. However, many communities in northeastern Kenya are in limbo. Despite the gains brought about by devolution, many parts of northeastern region are characterized by underdevelopment. They blame their predicament for being on the periphery under successive regimes. However, leaders from the region who spoke separately now say the Somali community has benefited from various development projects under the Jubilee government and the leadership of President Uhuru Kenyatta.
The groups that have been coalescing around the Right Honorable Odinga and the other groups who have been coalescing around President Uhuru Kenyatta, that will constitute almost 70–80% of the likely voters. So I have no doubt in my mind, inshallah, that will be the coalition to win, and I want to urge all the people of the Asal community not to be not to be duped actually, not to be duped, not to be deceived, and remain part and parcel of the handshake, the Azimio group, and that will be one way of assuring them that they will be part and parcel of the next government.
Today, President Kenyatta has been able to support these communities unreleased, and that is why I stood on the floor of the House to say that for the love of my country and the president. That is the particular reasons I had to fight for my people, to ensure that they get what they get for their citizenry rights.
The leaders say they will support Raila's Azimio la Umoja formation because they believe they have a stake on the high table.
So in order to sort out those historical issues, I think the right group to be is the group that brings together His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, the Right Honorable Omolo Odinga, and the other like-minded groups, and that is what we call the handshake team.
The politicians say the region has witnessed a massive development in the last 5 years and will partner with a formation that will complete the ongoing projects that were initiated by the government of President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Over 40,000 people have been captured in the refugee camps, and this is through generational, as I've said, 32 years of waiting for this identification. So these are some of the pertinent reasons as to why we have to support the government.
The leaders also threw cold water on Munaveri's earthquake announcement, saying the ANC leader committed political suicide.
You were told last week on Sunday there was going to be an earthquake. There was no earthquake. An earthquake must have an epicenter. It was a hoax, actually. It was a hoax. What we expected is not what we have seen. We wish them well. Mudavadi is a seasoned politician, but I think on that particular day he destroyed his political career.
And with slightly over 2 weeks before the mass voter registration deadline, the leaders urged the residents to register voters in order to make their vote count and elect leaders who will transform the region. Ahmed Hussein, KTN News.
And away from politics now, the drought and famine in northern Kenya has brought forth numerous challenges among the Rendile community in Marsabit County. Most of them have lost their livestock and have nothing to hold on to. But with this, there is a silver lining. The Morans who used to herd the livestock